God damn it. God damn it. PrimeTime. Neon. Deion. We see you, bro. We see you. And what a sight to behold. I mean, we never would have thought that this would be such an amazing start to his career at Jackson State University. I mean, so far, the Jackson State University Tigers are off to a rumbling and roaring start. And, you know, who would have ever thought, bro, like that PrimeTime Deion Sanders would ever become a head coach at college, let alone a HBCU, when he had the choice to go to PWIs after PWIs. And we're going to get into it. So sit back and relax. This is the Bill Talk That Talk. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Christopher J, aka CJ Hunter, one half of the Bill Podcast, and we're back with another Bill Talk That Talk, where you know what we do. We gotta get our shit off about the things that we give a damn about. And today, man, you know, we decided that we gotta do a series of reviews about how Jackson State is doing, how Prime is doing at Jackson State. And so that's what the purpose of this video is, man. Like, so let's just get right into it. These first 4 games have been pretty fucking phenomenal. I mean, they're really off to a fast start. Now, in their game opener, their season opener, man, like, they played Edward Waters College. And let me tell y'all, bro, they beat the dog shit out of Edward Waters College. I mean, man, 53-0, bro. And here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part, y'all. Prime said after the game that he wanted them to score more points. I'm like, God damn, Prime. 53-0 in the season opener, and you wanted the offense to score more? I mean, come on, bro. Like, I mean, it was crazy. And then we get to the second game of the season, right? The famed and the esteemed Grambling State University is who they played. And let me tell you, man, it was an absolute nail biter. 33-28, and they snapped Grambling State University's 16-game home winning streak. But then we got to game number 4. And let me tell you, Alabama State really showed that Jackson State was human, man. What did JR used to say on WWE? It was a barn burner. It was a slobber knocker. Like, that's exactly what it was. Like, watching that game, I had so much anxiety because it literally came down to who was gonna have the ball last. In a 35-28 victory, Alabama State pulled it off on those guys, man. And so it just, you know, that's when you really started to see that, you know, their players were not immortal. You know, that their offense and their defense was not a stone wall and ironclad. There was a lot of mistakes that were made, but still, man, 3-1. Technically 4-1 to start is pretty fucking good. So one of the main reasons why Jackson State has been so successful so quickly is because of the key players, man. They got some really impactful, you know, dudes. And that's starting at the top with the leader, the man, the quarterback, Jalen Jones, sophomore, who is lighting it up in the air. He's thrown for a total of 374 yards and, you know, 62 of 114. He's thrown for 9 touchdowns in these first 4 games. And peep this. His first interception, which ended up being 2 interceptions, didn't even come about until this last game. So he's done a really, really good job of protecting the ball as he's throwing it, through the air and getting to his receivers and his running backs and his tight ends, and just like this dude is a stud, and I can't wait to see how he ends up, finishing out this season. But the other reason why he's able to protect the ball is because this son bitch is running the ball, bro. Like he has 274 rushing yards, which is literally 80 yards short of his damn running back. And then he's got 5 touchdowns on the ground. So you're dealing with a quarterback who's a great leader, has great poise and moxie, what they like to characterize as a dual threat, accounting for a total of 14 touchdowns all by himself. Man, let me tell you about the 3-headed monster that they have at the wide receiver position. Baldwin, Reed, and Newman, oh my gosh, they are Jalen Jones' saving grace at the wide receiver position. I mean, imagine having access to 3 easy targets at any given moment and having the ability to just take it off on your own. But these guys have already together combined for 58 total receptions, okay, 789 yards, and all 9 of the touchdown passes that Jalen Jones has thrown. And we only halfway through the season. So man, like, that's crazy offense. Now we all know the saying, right? Offense sells tickets, defense wins game. And they got an ironclad one. But man, let me tell you, they got these 2 absolute dogs. Man, first let's talk about the Missouri transfer, Aubrey Miller Jr. Now, this dude here has already accounted for a total of 37 tackles and a forced fumble, and he's only played in 3 games, fam. Like, this dude is ridiculous. And Keontae Hampton is a stud. Now, Keontae is a junior, and he was last year's all SWAC linebacker nominee. And I don't know how the kid didn't win, but even this year, this son bitch is playing lights out. He too, much like Aubrey Miller Jr., has accounted for 37 tackles, most of which were solo tackles. I want to say there are 19 of them were solo tackles. Motherfucker got an interception, a forced fumble, block passes, fumble recovery, like, bro, you name it. Like, this young dude is out here balling, bro. And that just goes to show you the positive impact that Prime has had in his short amount of time. When you got it in you, you just got it in you. And Prime is bringing all of those things out of these kids and giving them a way to shine. And he's doing it quickly. And that's what we should all be looking for. Prime, his impact is being felt very quickly as it relates to these guys, giving them the best that they have. His adamant spirit, right, about being a part of the community is shown through, articles I've read about him and several players last week showing up and passing out pallets upon pallets of water, as Jackson is still dealing with the height of their water crisis. And then on top of that, he's showing how down to earth that he is and how much he wants to be considered just a regular guy. Like, he walks throughout the town, he goes there without the cameras and the lights and the security and things like that. Like, he's eating at just about every popular eatery and all of the mom and pop places in between, and it's to a point where they're saying that, like, people aren't even asking him for his autograph or asking him to take a picture anymore because, like, they're seeing him as just a regular guy. Like, oh, that's Prime. Like, we see him all the time. He's a good dude. He's a wonderful coach. We like Coach Sanders. So, man, look, his impact just on the community as a whole is already being felt. And Prime ain't even been there a full football season, let alone a full calendar year. And that impact is not only being felt in Jackson State, but it's also being felt throughout the SWAC and the MEAC. These HBCU games, y'all, are being televised on fucking ESPN2, ESPNU, and if I'm not mistaken, they've been on just regular old ESPN. Like, bro, that shit is unheard of, dog. We don't see a HBCU game unless it's the damn Bayou Classic or it's the SWAC championship. Essentially, man, I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to sit and witness this and witness the movement of, you know, superstars and athletes, professional athletes, pushing for a wave of HBCU participation with regards to our young African American athletes, both men and women, taking their talents and abilities and putting them into the institutions that are meant for us. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. You know, I hope that you appreciate this video. Comment down below and let me know what your thoughts on just this whole HBCU wave. If you have any thoughts about, you know, JSU and how they've been playing so far. You know, actually shout out your HBCU if you went to a HBCU. You know, like this video, man, comment, share this video, and subscribe. Hit that damn notification bell so you can get all of the notifications for future videos for the Wassup Builders YouTube channel. All this shit I'm asking y'all to do for free, bro. Like, let's go ahead and just do it, bro. Hey, just do it. All right, man. We out.